I have a lot of memories deeply embedded in my mind from my childhood, like nursery rhymes. How many nursery rhymes can you recite? I bet you've got a couple of your own, but I think periodically about little Jack Horner, who, as the rhyme went, sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie, stuck in his thumb, pulled out a plum, and said, "What a good boy am I." Now, if you think carefully about that, there's some very serious problems. I mean, what's he doing sitting in the corner? No, bad boys are put in the corner. What's he doing with his fingers in the pie? And what's he doing taking credit for the plum when it's his mom who put it there? But maybe little Jack Horner reminds us of that propensity we have, that nagging draw to make life all about us, even when we're not all that cool. I think about Paul in Philippians chapter 3, where he listed all of his credentials, and very good credentials for his day. Hebrew of the Hebrews, of the tribe of Benjamin, a Pharisee, keeping the law, etc., etc., etc. And instead of claiming that for bragging rights, he made an amazing statement. That statement was that he counted all of that as loss for the high treasure, for the high value of knowing Jesus Christ. When I think about that, I think about how though we have Christ through his wonderful grace, we tend to walk around life showing off ourselves. And Paul went on to say that in order to gain Christ, he had to put all that stuff away. It's a beautiful picture. You know, when you come to Jesus to receive him as your Savior, he doesn't look for your bio or your credentials and go, "Wow, we've always needed a person like you, come on in." No, we had to stand naked before the cross, didn't we? We had to stand exposed with our true wretchedness and plead God for his mercy. And then he reached down and he touched us. He cleansed us and clothed us and drew us to himself by his marvelous grace. We had to give all of us up to receive all of him. So the question is, once we get to the other side of the cross, how come we reach back and take all those blue ribbons we laid down, all those trophies we laid down, and start putting them on, start carrying them again? Doesn't make much sense. And the danger of it is that once we've received all of Christ and then make our lives all about us, there's a very important tension, and that is that life can never be all about you and all about Jesus. He shares space with no one. So Paul went on to say that I've counted it all as loss, that I might know him, the power of his resurrection, the fellowship of his sufferings, and become conformed to the image of his death. So when you think about your Christianity and your life, what is it all about? Is it all about you? Look what a good boy I am. Or is it all about Jesus? I think it needs to be all about Christ.